Hey, this is Mark from Mobile Diesel. I'm working on this 6V-92. I am about to install a rebuilt cylinder head onto the motor. I've prepped the head, so I've cleaned up all the water passageways. The head is hanging from a non-Chinese made come-along. It's quite a nice one. Okay, so you got the water passageways, and believe it or not, there's shims here, and this is all that there is for a head gasket. Oh, I can't get it out. There we go. Nothing sexy. Basically, the shim will even up with this little raised section of the sleeve and form a seal when we torque it down. I think it's, I have to look it up, but I believe the specs were 220 to 230. They don't give me the exact number, and you do a quarter turn at a time. But what I did want to talk about was this item called a shim spacer. This is about 4/1000ths of an inch. They're adhesive spacers. They've got these little fillets cut out of them specifically for this one side. You can tell where it's going to go around the oil passageway. It says oil passageway in the book, but I believe it might be a water passageway, and it was a misprint. They aren't that thick, but definitely it doesn't make sense. That's an old one I peeled off. But it doesn't make sense. Why would you compromise the seal with a spacer? And it doesn't explain why you have to have them, but I'm feeling... It says a head bolt will break, so it's something about the outer head bolts breaking, and has something to do with the compression. And where my feeling is, it has something to do with the compression, and without the spacers, somehow the head bolts are getting tweaked and they broke in the past, so now they recommend spacers. On the head, all the rollers were installed prior, and I'm going to pop this in using these 5/8 bolts as guide pins, but they're not the right size. What is the right size? The heads are cut, and I just cut slots out, and I use a excuse me, I use a screwdriver to pull them out once the head is in. Keeps all the gaskets in place. But what is the right size is an 11/16 by 11. So this is a 5/8 by 11, quite loose. But 11/16 hasn't been a popular bolt size since World War II. Prior to World War II, actually. They don't really use it. They don't sell them. I went to Fastenal and 3 other hardware stores, one of them being a surplus place, and they couldn't even look up this bolt online. They thought it was metric, but this bolt head F892 didn't come up for metric either. I finally figured it out. It is a 11/16 by 11, and they're actual used in 2 spots, head bolts as well as crankshaft connecting rod bolts. My only guess is they didn't want people using regular bolts, so they used a rare bolt so folks wouldn't replace the head bolts with regular bolts. I don't know why, but that's what they had. But anyways, as far as guide pins go, the 5/8 work just fine. Alright, so next video the head will be on. That's it for now. Thank you.